Hello everybody, welcome back to the road to Crash Bandicoot 4. We just finished playing Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back in the last episode, and now we're going to move straight on to the next game, which is...
It's Crash Bandicoot Warped!
That's right, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped! That's where we're going to be going, so we're going to jump straight into this game right after the end of the last one, and we're going to have a good time with this one. So we're not going to mess around, we're just going to jump straight into it. So let's go. You can see straight away again it's set off exactly immediately after the end of the last game, like I showed you last time.
Free at last. Uka Uka is free? No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
Indeed. Get in the house, Crash. Get in the house. Don't get in the house, Crash.
None have dared fail the great Uka Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Uka Uka. It was that infernal Bandicoot.
Bandicoot.
From deep inside my devil prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks. And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right.
Introducing another brand new awesome villain. Look at him. Lovely blue skin.
Many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped.
Let's get on out there, guys.
Children,
Turn around, Crash.
Uka Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Thanks, Aku Daddy. So here we are in the Time Twister. This warp area for the third game, very similar sort of to the second game, except this time all these extra places are in the same place, easier to get to, so you haven't got to wait for the very slow moving elevator every time to move up. And obviously we can't go in these yet because we need to progress through the first warp area, which are all themed on different places in the world, as you can tell, or different places in time even, depending on which ones you're looking at. And Coco's just over here doing her usual computering stuff, just showing old pictures of our A levels from the last couple games. And yes, so we're gonna just carry on. As we get the buttons, it's really cool. Level 1, Toad Village, awesome. You can see in the top left there that Tiny Tiger is above Crash's face, so he is the boss that owns this area, shall we say. So you can imagine after we've completed all these levels, it's going to be him that's the first boss of the game. But we're gonna just jump straight into this one because it's fun. Let's go.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
And here we are, level number 1 of the third game. This brings back many memories. Hello, chicken. So when I was younger, when I was a little kid, this was the first ever video game I actually played ever, because we had a demo disc like we used to get in the old magazines, or when you actually bought the PlayStation 1 console. I'm pretty sure you got given a demo disc just so they could try and sort of advertise the other games for the console for you, so then when after you played it you could buy more games from them. But on that disc it was a lot of other games, like there was Wipeout, Metal Gear Solid, Spyro the Dragon, Medieval, and obviously this one, Crash Bandicoot 3. And then when I was a kid, my older brothers used to play on the PlayStation 1 when we got it. And I always remember that I was a bit too scared of playing it, because I thought that for some reason the PlayStation was this evil magical box. Until my oldest brother convinced me to give it a go. He was like, "Oh, why don't you just try it?" I was like, "No, I'm scared. I don't want to touch it." And he's like, "Oh, no, be fine. Like, really?" So he put this game on for me because he thought it was most suitable, and clearly he was right. And so I started playing through the demo with his help, so he told me all the buttons and everything, and after that I immediately realized that the PlayStation wasn't a demonic thing. And after that day I was pretty much hooked on the PlayStation. Then I wanted to try all the other demos and everything. I didn't want to try Medieval because it was too scary for me back then as a kid, but obviously it's not that scary now since I have been playing it and uploading videos of it on my channel. And yeah, so this was the first ever game I ever played back when I was probably about 5 years old, and it was great, and I got hooked on Crash Bandicoot pretty much straight away, which is why as soon as I had enough birthday money saved up, I ended up going out and trying to buy all 3 of the games, which was just before the probably like the year before Crash Team Racing came out for the first time, the original one, so I had to definitely get that as well, because basically everything Crash Bandicoot themed I wanted, and that's what I did, that's what I got. Yeah, but the story of this game, as you could see from the beginning, is that straight after the events of the last game, after you get all the gems and Embryo helps you destroy Cortex's space station, the very interesting way of using that laser is that the falling debris, oh I got the gem, woohoo, falling debris from the Cortex vortex actually fell towards the planet and happened to land exactly where Uka Uka was being imprisoned in that ancient ruin place where Aku Aku put him. So obviously, as you can tell, the twin brothers, like Aku Aku said, and Uka Uka backwards is Aku Aku, so they thought of an interesting one for that, but it does work, really. I think it's very cool that they just did it like a simple way like that. Under pressure, oh great, underwater levels, let's go then. Under the sea. But yeah, so you could see that after revealing, the reveal of Uka Uka, that the entire game series up to that point wasn't orchestrated by Cortex like we originally thought, but it was actually an evil mask named Uka Uka that was doing it behind the scenes the entire time. And all the other underlings are actually Cortex's minions, to be fair, but they're all working for Uka Uka since he is the one that is in charge of Cortex, clearly, because I'm sure he didn't ask Cortex to help him. He probably told Cortex he had to help him because he's evil and he's probably powerful enough to kill everything anyway. He just needed someone to do it whilst he was indisposed, shall we say. I mean, he also doesn't have any arms or legs, so he might need help with that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, so now, because all the crystals were supposedly lost, I don't think they actually give a reason as to where they went or what happened to them at the end of the second game. And same with the gems, actually, after Embryo uses them, supposedly they get lost as well. That's why Uka Uka decides to ask for N-Troopy's help, who was the blue guy in the intro sequence who came through the portal. He asked for his help because he knows how to achieve time travel, hence the name Entropy. And so Uka Uka has the bright idea of going back in time and trying to find the crystals at a time where they still existed, where they knew they were at the time. I did not realize I hit something then, that's a shame. Oh well. I might have got a gem, but not now. Yeah, so it's very similar to the whole spoilers for Avengers Endgame, by the way, in a few seconds. If you haven't seen it, you might want to skip ahead a little bit. Is that in the Avengers Endgame, when they have to go back in time to get the Infinity Stones at the certain times where they all were in history, That's pretty much the idea that they did with this game years ago, back in, where was it, 98, I think. 98 this game came out, I believe. And so that was the whole plan that Uka Uka came up with, which is why they have the time twister. But we're here now going through the time twister and getting all the crystals before they can get them. Even though I'm not really entirely sure how we managed to get into the time twister without being stopped by any sort of security or anything. But you know, Aku has his ways. He's a powerful mask as well, like his evil brother. Whoop. And back again. I'll chuck out that crystal. No gem this time. What's level 3? It is Orient Express. Awesome. You can see on the left here this time, actually, that instead of Crash's face, it's Coco's face. Because in the original game, I mean, you can play as Coco whenever you want now in the new versions of these games. But in the original game, any level that had Coco's face was only for Coco, and Crash could not do them, as you can see when I try and jump into the portal now. Whoop! Falls flat on his face, and Coco's like, nope, this is my job. Thank you. Yep. And popping out. There we go. And this is I love this theme of level, the Great Wall of China theme. It's so cool. This is one of the themes that I thought that they should have had in the new Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled remake as one of the themes for a track, but they never did it, which is a shame. But maybe in the future, if they make a second one, that'll happen. This guy here, yes, this is a boy tiger, Bengal tiger. Now his name is Pura or Pura, depends on however you want to pronounce it. I don't know, that's up to you. And Coco just meets him in the past on the Great Wall of China, and now we get to ride him because he's a very friendly tiger. So this is cool. I remember when I used to play this game in the past as well. Whenever I used to play it with my sister, she would always say that she had to do all the Coco levels because she was the girl character, and she's like, I want to play as a girl, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So she said every time we get these levels, I have to play them. So I was a bit like disappointed that I was like, okay, fine, I guess I don't get to play these tiger levels. But then she said, in return, you can play all the water levels because I hate them. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But the water levels are infinitely less entertaining than the tiger levels. But that doesn't matter. Let's just compromise because it's fun. Yeah, so these levels are all very cool. Yeah, you can actually charge with Pura, as I did it before actually. Yeah, I missed the box, damn. I did it before, but yeah, you can charge with him to break the barrels or just to go faster if you want. So a lot of people do that continuously to get the relics later on in the game as well, because I don't think you can actually get the relic while moving at this regular speed. So. But I was just having a nice relaxing ride. I didn't want to rush through this time, so there you go. Whoop. Thank you, buddy. Oh, isn't he cute? Look at him, hear him purring. Oh, he's such a pretty boy. Crash gets Polar, the polar bear, who is cute, but Coco gets Pura the tiger, and I gotta say, I'm pretty sure she wins when it comes to her pet. Okay, hey, get that crystal. Yeah, apparently Coco's also a magician because she can turn her laptop into a crystal. Awesome. Boneyard. Lovely. This is going back to the, I think like the Stone Age sort of time, I guess. Hello.
Uka and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to big Colosseum in Rome.
Yes.
Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed!
Love his accent in this game. Okay, we're going into the very furthest past we can go at this time in this game. And yes, these dinosaur levels, or Stone Age levels, are much like the boulder levels, except instead of a boulder chasing you or a giant polar bear, you get this guy, or gal, or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's a mother Triceratops, actually, because she might not want you near her home. But yes, I'm going to keep going. Hopefully I'm not going to die very much, because I used to get burnt quite a lot on the lava pits, as you can see next to me here in this level, when running away from these dinosaurs. But luckily at the minute I have a mask anyway, so hopefully I will not be dying that much. But speaking of dying, since I haven't died up to this point, it hasn't been appropriate, but now I have spoke about it, You will now see something familiar pop up at the bottom left of the screen yet again, like in the last 2 games of this series. And here it is. It's the brand new death counter. So hopefully we're going to get a lot less deaths this time than I did in the last 2 games. I know I did very poorly in the first game considering, well, thinking about where I was going to get. The invincibility. Whee! But, I think I did okay in the second game. I think I did have a few silly deaths again, like usual, but that just happens. It's just me, like, getting too excited and then going through it too fast. Yeah, there you go. Got them all. Cool. And so hopefully I will not die as much, but I know when I used to run away from the dinosaurs, yeah, exactly, I would do that. I would do that exact thing that I managed to do facing forward somehow. So good thing I had a mask, then otherwise I would have just died on that, and that would have been the first death for the counter, which would have been a bit too convenient timing, to be honest. I actually like how all these bonus levels as well are they all have the warp room theme or the time twister theme, except that it's all changed up every time depending on what era in time you're in, which is really cool. Can I get on here? Boink. There you go. Thank you. And I come back and kill you now. Gotcha. Okay, let's carry on then. It's funny how slow Crash crawls. Like, oh god, it's taking forever. Blah blah blah. I don't know why, but you know, I ain't gonna complain. It's a better way to dodge some things, I suppose, in the future. And we're back. Okay, let's cut the grass. Yep, cut the grass. Am I gonna get paid for this? Probably not. Hello. Get away. I used to hate those guys. They used to be like very terrifying, like tar monster sort of things. Like, ugh. Like I never actually realized that they were people until quite a while after playing the game when I was younger. I was like, oh, that's those weird guys. Because I mean, it's pretty scary when you just see some guy jump up and just try and engulf you like that, especially when you're a kid. Like, no thanks. Stay away from me. Yay. Another dinosaur. Okay, dinosaur. Let me just spin these boxes and then you can give me a good chasing. Whee. Okay, let's go then. Bring it on. See if you can catch me. See if you can watch me get burnt by lava again. Watch out for the light. Ooh. As soon as you see the light coming, that's when you've got to slide. I'm not saying that for advice for you guys. I'm saying it for advice to myself because I seem to always forget. Oh god, run away. Oh god, that is not what I wanted to do. No, god, no. Speaking of silly deaths, I tried to slide and jump, but apparently I pressed X at first and then circle second, so that was very unfortunate. That's, oh, bugger. Yep, there you go. There you go. And again. That's the lava deaths I was talking about. Silly person. Very silly person. Let's go. Slide over it. There you go. I lost my mask as well because of that bloody mistake, so I could have actually got through it the first time, which would have been lovely, but nope. Gone dumb, pressed the wrong combo of buttons. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I got past the point. Woohoo, go me. Give me the gem. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I just wanted a gem. Have I got it? Yeah, I've got a gem. Okay, fine. I can go now. And yeah, it's 3 deaths because I thought I'd try and get the gem, but for some reason it wouldn't let me pick it up until I was right too close to it. So close that I got stomped on by a Triceratops. Okay, nearly there again. Just have to not keep getting killed by this Triceratops. It'll be fine. Wee. Okay, well done. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't like you. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here before she kills me again. Or he. Ugh. Yeah, those are probably the levels that you're probably going to see me getting the most deaths on, because the lava. I think it's harder to tell when you should and shouldn't jump, and it just, you know, you don't tend to jump the full thing because you're not sure what's coming next, and then you just go, oh, whoops, now I'm dead. Yeah, another new Coco level, this one, but these ones are really cool. These are the ones that are funnest, the most fun levels in the game, so we're going to just jump in. I will show you what it is. Making waves. And here we are. We are on the open seas. Yes, back in pirate times apparently, since there's a pirate ship over there. It's just jet ski levels. It's great. It's really cool. It's just fun. Just gotta go through this and then just get to the end of the level without getting blown up. And you can get all the boxes. But I'm just gonna, as I said before, I'm only doing crystal playthroughs for this this little mini series I'm doing, so I'm just gonna try and go through it as fast as I can and see if I hit all the boxes without stopping. I'm gonna try not to let go of the accelerator button at all, and just see if I manage to get to the end without dying. There you go, I missed a box. There's no gem this time. Oh, there's no checkpoint either. That's a shame. Okay. As long as I get the crystal, it's okay. There we go, here we go. Yes! Watch out, seagulls. The seagulls can actually kill you. You might think you might just be scaring it off, but nope. They kill you. They're horrible. Oh, okay, now I have to turn around because I have to get the crystal. Well, damn. Okay, moving on then. It's cool, actually, these levels, because they remind me of the old driving games, like Crazy Taxi and all that stuff, with the arrow at the top telling you where to go, just in case you get lost. So obviously it's kind of hard to figure your way around these levels, and especially if you're a kid, if you can't really understand the whole barrier thing with the little red and yellow boys, or whatever you want to call them, boingies. Yes, you see, what's it, Skull Rock in the background there, what they had in one of the battle arenas in Crash Team Racing. Clearly they took that from these levels specifically to put into that game. It's very cool, and that's where the ending is, and that's a very quick level, that one. Yeah, it's not hard to get a gem on those levels really, because all you have to do is just slowly drive around, just hit all the boxes. You might have to get some on ramps and stuff at times, but for the most part it's fine. It's easy really, and it's just fun to just try and race through. It's definitely good to get for the time trials as well. So yeah, now we have our first boss in the game, Tiny Tiger, as I said, running this medieval looking area, I suppose. With this nice Centurion hat, I guess. Is it Centurion? I think it is, but he's a Roman gladiator helmet, regardless. So we have to apparently meet him at the Gladiator Colosseum in Rome, and that's where we're going to go right now, and we're going to confront him, as I do not think he's very happy. Let's go. Hello. Coco.
The pretty crystals.
You're mine.
Tiny, take them back.
No.
Gladiator Arena.
Okay. Love Cortex as Julius Caesar sort of thing, the Emperor. Tiny wasn't cool before. He looks even cooler with this gladiator garb on. And to be fair, if you were thrown into a gladiator ring, you would immediately be probably pooping yourself. But now it's like even worse, because you have to fight a massive humanoid, overly muscular tiger, and that is definitely not something that is fun to fight. Unless you could be Crash Bandicoot and punch him in the back or whatever. And now he's going to send out his little underlings. Well, this is a fun part. Oh, no. I got too excited. Oh, that's great. Glad we got to see that animation, though, the hungry lion. Beautiful. Yeah, I used to hate the lion part as a kid because I would always get killed in it. I mean, like I did then. Not because I was being overexcited at all, but just because I was not as good at the game by far. Yeah, so what I do nowadays, instead of trying to stay away from all of them like I used to because they annoy me and they scare me, I just try and kill as many of them as I can because it's fun. Okay, go on then, Tiny. Give me your best shot again. See, he's got this giant trident and all that, and yet he's just trying to jump on me. It's very strange, just like he did in the second game. So apparently Tiny's biggest weapon is his feet. I mean, to be fair, his feet are quite big. He's got a beautiful roar as well, Tiny. Wow. Also, it's funny how, like, lions are supposed to be the kings of the jungle or whatever, and they're being led by a tiger, so it's like, oh, I'm sure the lions aren't happy about that. Unlucky. There you go. Oh, I broke your trident as well. Yeah, and no one's happy with this. They're all booing him and throwing these tomatoes at him. Oh, poor boy. How humiliating. You shouldn't keep doing it. Actually, I want to join in, boy. Yeah, so in this game, you can actually jump on him after you beat him and just really, really rub it in. I mean, clearly, you can see in the background as well, Cortex is really not happy about this turn of events at all. Yes, and we're going to get this thing, which is a power-up. The supercharged body slam. For a more powerful belly flop, press X button to jump and then press circle at the top of the jump. Yeah, it's the body slam, except this time it's now so much more powerful. Look at that power. Yeah. But yeah, so every time you defeat a boss in this game, actually you get a new power-up, so that's another thing they added into the game. It's really cool, and this one's obviously, I didn't know you could do that. Keep moving, Tiny. Obviously this one's of little consequence in a minute, it's just a slightly more powerful body slam. But the other ones after later bosses are definitely better and more interesting, but we're going to leave anyway and get back to the time twister. Ooh, hey.
Well done, children.
Thank
By
you.
defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area.
Sweet.
Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish.
Oh, I might.
From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Awesome. Yep. And we're out. No crystals this time, we're just victorious. Oh yeah, you could see as well after I defeated him as well that Tiny's button is now added to the line of buttons here. So you can fight him again whenever you want, just like in the last couple games. Okay, we're going to have a look at this next one. You can see it looks like a rather Arabian designed place, and it's very nice. And it has level 6 to 10, and if you look at the top left again, you can see there's a new villain here this time who owns this area of the time twister. And a lot of people are going to know who he is already anyway, but if you've never played these games before, this one is definitely one of the cooler villains in the entire series, and he will even feature in the newest game, which this whole series is about anyway, so excited for that. Either way, woohoo, we're going to carry on and do these walkthroughs level nice, these warp levels next time, because I'm going to end this episode here. So thank everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a like, and if you liked it a lot, then make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with any other future uploads of this game or any other games that I add to the channel in the future, including the new Crash Bandicoot 4 game when it is released. And leave your suggestions in the comments below. Thank you again, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.